business reset for the month of September. I am so excited about this month because it is the month before October, and traditionally I have always done Inktober. So the month of August went really well, and I was able to get a lot of the things on my list accomplished. However, I did have something kind of unexpected or unplanned jump into the mix, but it was fine. I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to tell you more about that, and I will. But let's recap August. So I really wanted to work on getting 4 videos done, and I did. So you can go back and check those out for the month of August if you would like to. I did my 4th Dreamcatcher and 4th Fairy House, and then I have one more for this month. Cool thing is that I was able to film both of those too and get them edited, and they are ready to go for September, which is pretty nice. So one thing that I have been really trying to work on is bulk record, and it's been working, and especially when you don't necessarily have to put yourself on camera, but you're just doing more of an overhead shot, you can get a lot more done. Sometimes when I do like the floating head kind of videos, then it's a little bit harder to do bulk, but I still do. So it works out, and yeah, I'm just super happy with the fact that I was able to get all of those videos out, and I have a head start on September, which I'm gonna need when it comes to Inktober. Am I right? If you missed it last year, I recorded the entire process of Inktober, and I do plan on doing that again this year. So back to August, I was able to get those videos done, and then I also had some stickers that I wanted to add to my shop, and I worked on them. I illustrated them. I got them all ready to go. But I'm going to wait until my October product launch to release those. And I decided to do that just because there's just a lot going on, and I'm going to work on building up all of my stuff to release in October. There will be more holiday products involved in that. I was able to get my coffee girl done and my work girl done, and some other personalized items that I want to release into my Etsy shop. So I was able to get that done too. And then I worked on my barns and my trees, but this is something that I didn't get to work on as much as I wanted to, and it's okay because this is a work in progress for me. The barns and trees is kind of a side project that I'm working on, and there is no time frame for it. So I can really work on it when I can, and then when I do stamp a due date on it, or like, okay, this is when I want to have this done, then I'll really hone in and get it done then. But right now it's just kind of piecing it together for a future collection that I am putting together. So I did get to work on that, but not as much as I had hoped to, because I had a couple of kind of surprises come into the mix. One was the Ink to Success course that if you've ever done a course, it does take a while to prep and get ready for that. I had 8 weeks in front of me to get ready, and so that took up some time. Also, I had a donation opportunity come up, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that when I talk about my favorites. So be sure to stay tuned to my favorites. I'm going to share them at the end, and I'll talk more about that donation project opportunity that I had. So overall, August was good. Let's get into September. Okay, so the planner that I use is the Live, Love, Inspire Business Planner by Tatiana Muse, and I'll put her link below, but I found out this month that she will not be doing this business planner again. She may have some new products coming out, and I secretly hope it involves this. This is my favorite part of the planner, when I can look at my months and I can kind of lay everything out that I want to do. But this is the September blueprint. So up here I have my brain dump where I put my Inktober prep video, my shop updates. I need to prep for those because those will be released in October. And then also revamping my website so that I can launch my courses and my classes. And then Inktober, of course, getting ready for that. But then also getting ready for Ink to Success, which is going to come out September 20th. So I'm going to pre-sale that and all of that. So be watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed already, go do that so that you can get the notifications so that you know when the pre-sale starts and everything. You can also go to my website and sign up for my email list as well. And then I want to set up an email drip for October. I'm just learning more about that. So I'm in the process of learning. And then also Canva tips. So I use Canva a lot as an artist, as a creative. And so I want to start incorporating those videos into my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so these are my 2 goals this month, and that is all I really have time to focus on. So launch my course, and then prep for Inktober so that I'm ready to go. And then one other goal is to prep for my October launch. And I guess I should put Etsy launch. So those are going to be my 3 goals for this month. And this month will be busy. I just already know it. Busy, but rewarding. So I never want to think of like that you have a lot going on, it's going to be super stressful and frustrating or something like that. No, instead I want to remain positive. That hard work, and actually I should say that hard work will be rewarding. Okay. And then it's important to me because I want to grow my business. And I'm capable because willing to put in the hard work. Okay. So over here, I've got my videos. I have some extra videos this month because I'm doing an extra video for 1 month until Inktober. And then also, I'm going to talk about Inktober and just opening up that pre-sale for the course and everything. And then my final Paint With Me Dreamcatcher and my final Paint With Me Fairy House. I cannot believe, I'm so excited that I've been through that whole entire series. Like, it's been so much fun and I absolutely love it. And I just thank everybody who has purchased a kit for yourself or for a loved one or as a gift for the holidays. Thank you so much. And then I have Canva tips. I'm going to try to do that video, but I put it at the bottom just in case I don't get to it. But I already have these 2 done, so that's kind of opened that up for me. And then prep for the holiday winter shop updates. So that's really getting into my shop updates and just prepping for October. So my holiday stickers, I already have those done. My holiday notepads, I already have those done. And then last month, I worked on, I worked on my Coffee Girl and my personalized got those done, and my fairy stickers and my working girl, got all those done. So for this month, it's just really getting everything together and figuring out how I want to package that and present that, getting the photos ready and all of those kinds of things for that launch. And then down here, this project is prep for Inktober. So every year I cut my paper down to size. I always come up with my own list. So that is my ideal list. I need to come up with that, and then what tools I'm going to use, and I get all of that together ahead of time so that come October 1st, I am ready to go. So I'm going to be doing that prep as well. All right, so I've already put some things into September, but let's go ahead and decorate for this month. I did pick up these beautiful washies that I want to use. I love that combination of the black and the pink, and there's some peach in there too. And then this one, oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. It's all shiny and shimmery. So this came as a set, and I bought it at Michael's. If you want to go see if you can find the same thing, I'm going to be using that. And then these stickers are just a few of my encouragement stickers that I have available on Etsy. So these are actually water bottle stickers, but these are the ones that I didn't put the protective layer over, so I'm going to use them today as I decorate in the book. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so there's my September spread. I really like how it worked out. I had this piece left over, and I remembered that I had it, and the colors don't match like perfectly, but I remember that it had that black in the background, and then it has this copper saying, it says one thing at a time, which I need that reminder all the time. And then these are the stickers that I made. Yes, girl, that's awesome. Enjoy today, and you are stronger than you know. And obviously, that saying you see everywhere. So I kind of went old school scrapbooking and stuck these on because they weren't stickers, but it worked. So I really like that. And I also had these tags in here, and they have a little bit of gold on them so that it ties into the lemons there as well. All right, so this month I have my monthly business reset video, and I am doing that right now. And then I have my my Ink to Success, and I had to cover it up with that, so I'm going to rewrite it. Okay, so my Ink to Success course that will be coming up. So I'm doing an extra video for that. So I'm going to grab, I'm used all of those little tags, but I have a tag here. So I'm going to grab that. and stick this in here too. So I will have an extra video coming out, just the 1 month until October video. And then next week I am going to do an Inktober prep video. And then my Paint With Me Dreamcatcher is done, and my Paint With Me Fairy House is done. So because I have those done, I kind of feel like I have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to some extra videos that I want to put out. My course is going to launch on the 20th, and then I'm going to have Module 1, Module 2, Module 3 will be Saturday. And I had to cover that up with that sparkly washi tape. So rewrite that. And then this last module is a free bonus that I'm going to have. And then I also have a bonus if you want to add it on to everything. And it's called Profit for Success. So it's what you can do with your Inktober after Inktober. Got my videos and my emails that go out, and this month I'm going to do the 2nd and the 16th, the 2nd and the 16th, and then of course my bulk recording, editing, and schedule. Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, so email on the 2nd and an email on the 16th. In this email, I will put information about my Ink to Success course / workshop, and then also on the 16th, I'll probably mention it too. So on the 6th, I have the day off from work. We are going to go to the flea market that day. I already know that that's planned. And I have a couple other things coming up, but I'm just not sure about all of the details, so I'm going to leave it at that. Just seeing everything that's coming up. My main thing and what I'm really going to work on is prepping for Inktober so that I am ready to go with that. Just drawing for 31 days is not something that you should take lightly when it comes to getting ready for it. And I'm going to cover that in my course too. So I am just going to plug that right now. I'm going to cover how to plan for a drawing challenge, how to prepare for a drawing challenge, and then how to have the right mindset for a drawing challenge. So that sounds like something you want to do? Come along board. I'd love to have you. Okay, let's talk about favorites. The first one I'm going to share with you is 2 podcasts that are no longer podcasts. It's true. It happens. I couldn't believe it. So I went and followed 2 people recently whose podcast is no longer. And I couldn't believe it. It just shocked me. But I'm going to share them with you anyway, because the information that's on there is still valuable and relevant. And if I found it that way as a creative, I think that you can find it that way as a creative too. So the first one is Jessica Stansberry. She also has a YouTube channel. You can go check her out, but she just is so much fun, and I just really enjoy watching her content, and I think that she's just given me some really good advice when it comes to like the business side of the creative business, which is sometimes hard for a creative because we just want to be in our studio and we just want to paint and get messy and all that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of other things to consider as you grow a business. So I have been watching her on YouTube for quite some time, and then I was like, I'm going to go check out her podcast. Well, I can't even believe it. So I go and I listen to this it was like the first one in the queue, right? So I listened to it, and she talks about how she is no longer going to be doing that podcast. She has since started another one, but I'm still going to share this with you. I think that it has some valuable information in it. She talks about her grit system, which is really cool, and just a lot of other things that I highly recommend that you go check her out. And even though she doesn't do this podcast anymore, what I did was I went back to the beginning and I just started listening to each one, and I'm not even like through them all, but I just started listening to them. So whenever I go for a walk or go for a jog, or I'm in my car or something like that, I like to listen to podcasts. And so Jessica has been keeping me company lately. The other podcast that I want to share with you, it's Creatives Get Real, and it's a podcast with Robin Marie Smith and Sandy Keene. And so I started listening to it, and then same thing. I couldn't believe it. Same thing. So then they announced that they are no longer going to be doing this podcast. So it's fine. It's fine. But I just thought it was so interesting that this happened so close together with, like, you know, two podcasts that I was listening to. They're older podcasts too. So I thought that was interesting because it's kind of like YouTube. You can go back and you can watch videos from like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, right? They're always there. Well, evidently, the same thing applies with podcasts. So I'm going to share them with you. You can go check them out. Again, I find them very, very valuable. I don't believe that Robin or Sandy have started a new podcast. If they do and you know about it, you could, let me know. But Jessica has started a new podcast. It's a totally new podcast where she interviews business owners in her small town in North Carolina. So anyway, so she has that one too. But the reason I listen to these podcasts is to really, grow in my own business and, get ideas and that kind of thing and stay motivated. So I'm going to share them with you. Hopefully you can find the same. So I'm going to talk about a couple of art supplies. One I talked about a couple months ago, and it was this book, and I ordered it off of Amazon, and I wanted to fill it with all kinds of things, but I just wanted to show you that I did start filling it with some things. So I shared this. This was on a TikTok that I did. This one I just drew, and then these two might be kind of hard to see, but there is line. I did pen and ink on top of this ink. So I have, let me show you. So I use these Liquitex inks. You can see that okay. So I use these Liquitex inks, and I have them in some, you see that okay? Okay, so I use these are muted colors, but I also have gold and bronze and white and all kinds of colors. But so what I did was I put that on the back, and then this one over here has the bronze, and then I went over it with my pen and ink. So anyway, I was just trying some techniques to kind of see like how this book will work, because the pages are kind of worn, and they have that like tea stain on it, so they're kind of worn pieces, and I wasn't sure how it would work with the pen and ink, but it seems to work fine. This one I put white gesso down before I painted on it, so I'm just trying different things with it to kind of see how it works out. So we'll see, and to be continued. I'll probably give you like an update at some point. But I'm going to bring these back. So the Liquitex inks are super versatile when you're working with mixed media. Now the mixed media that I use is kind of like what I just showed you in the book, but also I'll do canvas pieces, and I will use it as well. So I have this piece, It's in my, it is in the barn collection that I'm working on, and I used these inks. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, let me know in the comments below. I've been thinking about doing some videos with this, but I haven't done it yet because I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure who is interested in that. So, but maybe I just start doing it and we all find out together. But anyway, love these Liquitex. I'm going to put the link. I have an affiliate link. I'm going to put it down below. You can go check them out. So as a creative, I think it's always fun, at least it is for me, to find different containers for me to use when I'm working with those inks and things. So this isn't something that you can just go out and buy, but I'm going to show it to you. This is kind of like when I go to flea markets or garage sales or antique shops, anything like that. These are the kinds of things that I'm kind of addicted to collecting, but I use them then with my inks. So let me show you. Okay, so maybe I'm the only artist that has this problem, but then maybe I'm not. I have all of these little jars. Do you see them? And I have collected them from different places. And I'm going to drop them. But this is what I put my inks in. This is what I put my water in when I'm doing watercolor. Or when I'm working in my watercolor journal, I will use these as well. So they are literally supposed to be for something else. This one says joyful, by the way. Can you see that? Super cute. But I put water in that when I do my watercolor. This is actually like an antique candle holder, but I put my ink in that. This one, I'm not sure what it was originally used for, but I put my water in that for watercolor as well. And then this is an antique salt holder. So back in the day, they would set the table and they would put everything down and they would give everybody their individual little salt. And this is what they used. But I use it to put my ink in. And then this is like a cute little jar. I'm not even sure where I got this, to be honest with you. But it is a cute little jar and it works great for the water as well. So that is something that, like, I cannot give you a link for, but fun nonetheless, because you can go out and you can find those if you ever go to any like antique shops or flea markets or that kind of thing, and just pick up those little containers that aren't necessarily for art use, but you can use them in that way. So I would just take my Liquitex inks and pour them into a container, and then I can use them for whatever application that I'm working on. And then they're really easy to clean up too, because they're made out of glass, so super easy to clean up. But anyway, that's what I have to share with you today with my art products. And maybe that's more of like a art tip, but nonetheless, go find yourself a cute little glass something to put a art product in. The last thing I'm going to share with you is my favorite art moment. So I have a really good friend from college, and she is part of Young Life. And Young Life, if you don't know, is a student ministry. And every year they have a table set up where they introduce the ministry to different students to see if they're interested in getting involved. So 1 year ago, I was asked to donate 100 stickers towards this outreach type event. And she reported that it was a big success. The students really liked the stickers. So this year she asked me to do it again, and this time I was able to illustrate several different designs, and we do use their logo, but like I used the Procreate app to create this, and then my own handwriting to write Young Life. And anyway, I made them all water bottle stickers. So last year I just used my matte sticker paper, but this year I made sure that I made them all water bottle stickers so that the students could add them to the water bottle or stick them on their laptop or whatever they wanted to do with them. So I'm sharing this as my favorite moment just to say that it is just as important to give as it is to receive. As a creative, you're creating all these things and you definitely want to get paid for the work that you're doing, obviously. But once or twice a year, I do find a project that I can donate my time and or my resources to give back to the community. And this was definitely one of those things that I was able to give back. So that is my favorite art moment for the month of August. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this monthly art business reset so that we can get into the month of September and you know what's coming. I'm so excited about Ink to Success. If you want to know more about that, I am going to add an extra bonus video, so be looking for that. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell if you want notifications of videos that are coming up. Especially if you want to find out more about Ink to Success, be sure to go check that bonus video, 1 month to Inktober. I can't believe it will be the 5th year that I'm doing Inktober. I am so excited. I love this drawing challenge and I know that I look forward to it each year. So be looking for that. Until next time, bye!